So guys, in today's video, we're gonna be ranking every single fighting style of the game on this tier list over here. And we're gonna be ranking them on 3 things, which are how cool it looks, and is it good for grinding or not, or how much damage it does. So those are the 3 things we're gonna be looking at in this video. Anyways, right now, let's get into it. Alright, so now it's time for the combat fighting style. And I'm actually on my ult account for this. But anyways, now let's check out the abilities on this and how cool they look. The first ability is called Quick Tackle. Alrighty, so Quick Tackle does 236 damage, and it looks pretty decent too. You know, it's just like a tackle. It's like a normal tackle you do, you know. Yeah. Alright, so the next ability is called Ground Smash, which it does 283 damage, which is all good, and it looks pretty alright, you know. I can tell you guys one thing that should be like not good for this, which is this over here. If I just quickly come up over here, right, I'm like right over here. If I try doing this, not gonna hit him, literally, like not even close. I have to go like a little bit more close to him, like right over here. And now if I do it, it should hit. Yeah, now it hits. And for grinding, if I'll say, yeah, this ability just sucks for grinding. Like you can't even do anything with it. It hits so slow. I mean, of course I'm gonna one-shot them. My stats are like pretty good, but still it's. And since it's so dookie for grinding, and of course this is not going on godly, this is definitely going dookie. This is dookie. Yeah. And now it's time for Dark Step over here. If you just quickly come over here and you get it from this guy over here for about 150k. Or anyways, so this is actually the first fighting style of the video that actually doesn't use his fist. It uses legs, just like this. But anyways, if I look at the first ability over here, it's called Flying Kick. Alright, so if I hold that, I get this little lining thingy where I want to go wherever I want to go. So if I hold it all the way over there, well, you can see it goes there, but does it have an amount of range it can go to? Like, for example, if I do it all the way on that house over there, would it go over there? No, it doesn't really have that much big range, but it's alright, you know. It's alright, yeah. And the looks of it, the attack doesn't really look that cool, you know. Yeah, it doesn't look that cool. But on the other hand, if you look at the damage is 2068. That's pretty good damage, yeah. And for the second ability, which is called Breakdance, cool name, alright, cool name. We'll just quickly do it. Alright, Breakdance. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. But the damage on this is 496. A fighting style from the first is pretty decent. Anyway, let's move on to the next ability, which is called Barrage. Alright, Barrage. Ooh, looks pretty cool, you know, you kicking in the air. And if you just quickly look at the damage, it's pretty cool. 538. And for the last ability, Overheat. He doesn't know what that does. Ooh, I know what that does now. It's like a cool transformation, so we're gonna do more damage now. So if you do our normal M1, it does 1822. And what about our first ability? Well, our first ability looks much more cooler and does 2500 damage. Alright, that is good damage. Really, really good. Wait, how cool is gonna be the breakdown ability now? Ooh, that's cool. And 600 damage is good too. Oh, I'm waiting for the barrage ability. And the damage on this is pretty good. 652. Pretty good damage. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. And if you talk about for grinding, it is actually pretty good for grinding, to be honest. It's like pretty decent for grinding, I'd say. Pretty decent. So yes, this is definitely going on bad tier. It was good, but not good enough. It's better than combat at least. And now it's time for the electric fighting style, which first of all, if you just buy it, if you just look at this, there's some electric stuff on your hands, which if I punch this guy with it, it will have like a electric effect on it, yeah. Also right now, if you take a look at the abilities over here, the first ability on this is called Stomp. Alright, let's stomp on him. Let's go. Ooh, 2400 damage. Pretty crazy damage. It's alright, it's alright. And it looks pretty cool. It's alright, yeah. And if the second ability on this is called Electric Tackle. Or Electric Tackle. 5k damage. Dang. First 5k damage of the video. Not even kidding. Anyways, the next ability is called Electric Floor. Or let's just try it. Electric Floor. Okay, 4k damage, and that looks amazingly cool too. And if I'll say if it's good for grinding or not, it is actually really good for grinding. Or I'm probably gonna put this on like bad, but above Dark Step, because it's actually better than Dark Step. It was pretty cool, the abilities and all that. So yeah. And now it's time for the Water Kung Fu fighting style, which in my opinion, okay, is probably like the best fighting style or first C, okay. Anyways, if we just move on to the looks of the abilities, like how cool they are. So the first ability is called Steam Charge charged fist or a steam charged fist. 2.4k damage and half HP is gone. Okay, but the ability didn't really look that cool. But anyways, let's check out the other ability, the second one, which is called Deadly Shower or a Deadly Shower. 1.7k damage and look pretty decent. Or also looks pretty decent. Yeah. And it's for the next ability, which is called Heavy Water Punch, which is supposedly the upgraded version of the first ability, the Steam Charge Fist. Supposedly it is. Anyways, let's test it out. Boom. That looks cool. That actually looks cool, not gonna lie. Let me try it from a little bit far away though. I'm gonna try it from right here. I'm like a little bit far away now. Heavy Water Punch. 3.7k damage. Damn, that's a good damage. Like damn. And if I just look at the damage, like the M1 damage, it's pretty good. 1.7k. It's alright. It's alright, yeah. And if you talk about how good it is for grinding, I mean, we'll say like it's good if you're in the first C grinding. But for second C, I don't really recommend using this. Alright, so today's first fighting style going on. Good tier, let's go. That's actually good, okay? That's good. Alright, so now it's time to move on to the second C. Let's go. Alright, so now it's time for Dragon Breath, which in the M1 damage, it does 2k damage. Dang, that's good damage. That is good damage. And in the looks of the first ability, which is called Dragon Rush, it looks like this. Ooh, that looks pretty decent. And 3k damage, all good. And the second ability on this is called Dragon Flames, and it does this. Oh, just like flaming of dragon coming off. That looks cool as. And the damage on that is 3.1k damage. Alright, that's good damage. That is actually great damage. And the third ability on this is called Dragon Explosion. Alright, Dragon Explosion. Almost 4k damage. And that looks pretty decent. It looks alright, I guess. Yeah. And for grinding, I feel like it's not gonna be that good for grinding. It's pretty dookie. The damage ain't really that good. The abilities kind of suck. The only good ability for grinding is probably like this one, yeah. So yes, this is definitely going on good. Under Water Kung Fu. It's kind of bad. It's alright, you could say, yeah. Alright guys, now it's time for the Superhuman Fighting Stall, which on this for the normal M1 damage is 2k. Alright, that's pretty good damage, I'll say. Pretty good. And the first ability on this is called Beastall Pounce. And boom. Ooh, that looks really cool actually. And 3.6k damage is really good. And the second ability on this is called Thunderclap. And Thunderclap. Oh, that looks cool. That was cool. And the damage on that was 3.5k damage, which is actually pretty good damage, if you ask me. But anyways, the next ability on this is called Conqueror Gun. Or the name sounds pretty cool, but let's see if the ability actually is. Or a Conqueror Gun. Oh, looks like the rubber fruit. Looks like the rubber fruit. Anyways, let's check out the damage on this. The damage on this is 3.8k. That is crazy damage. Kind of crazy damage, yeah. And if I'll say if it's good for grinding, it's actually pretty alright for grinding, would say, yeah. You could just like trap them like this. It's pretty alright. So this is definitely going on great tier. Yup. That was actually pretty great. So now it's time for Death Step, which is an upgraded version of Dog Step. And just like before on Dog Step, you actually hit people with your legs with this too, which looks really cool. If you ask me, that looks cool as. And the normal M1 damage on this is 2.3k. Pretty good, pretty good. And the first ability on this is called Rocket Kick. Alright, Rocket Kick. 2.8k damage. Just the first ability. Dang, that's a lot of damage. And the second ability on this is called Wind Bullet. Alright, Wind Bullet. 3k damage. Dang. Oh, this is actually crazy. And the third ability on this is called Vermilion Drill. Let's go, Vermilion Drill. Oh, that looks cool. Doing the spinny stuff. And 5.3k damage. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Like, damn. And the last ability on this is called Maximum Overheat. And I definitely know what this does from last time. Alright, Maximum Overheat. How much damage do I do now with my normal M1? 2.6k? Dang. And my Rocket Kick, 3k. And there's a fire effect over here, which makes me do more. So I don't know. So I'm just gonna say like 4k damage, yeah. What about Wind Bullet? Alright, Wind Bullet. And again, fire effect. So I get the damage of 4.5k. Alright, that's good, that's good. What about Vermilion Drill? Or Vermilion Drill. Just 3k. Dang. Alright, now let's see if it's good for grinding. Alright, if I'll see, it's probably like alright for grinding. If I say, yeah, it's alright for grinding. But the damage on this is good when you get your maximum overheat ability. So this is definitely going on great, but just under Superhuman, because Superhuman's just better. So guys, now it's time for the Sharkman Karate fighting style, which is an upgraded version of Water Kung Fu. Anyways, now let's just quickly test out the normal M1 damage damage on this, which is 2.2k. It's alright. And the first ability on this is called 12 water palms. Alright, 12 water palms. 3.5k. And the ability looks really cool too. Damn, that is cool. Nah, that is actually really cool. Not gonna lie. And the second ability on this is called pressure vortex. Alright, pressure vortex. 2.7k damage. Dang. And there was a long range, which looks cool. And I'm pretty sure this has two varieties. If you hold it, it does that. 2.7k damage still. And that looks alright. Anyways, the third ability is called Great Sea Spear. Alright, Great Sea Spear. 3.8k damage. And I don't know what that did, but that looked cool. It was like a water rope thing. And then I hit him with something, and then I don't know, but it did a lot of damage. That's all I know. And I can tell this thing is good for grinding and PvP. By the damage and the abilities on this, like look at this. You could do this, bop, bop, and then bop, dead. Oh, this is actually good for grinding. And look at the abilities on this. Looks so cool. Look at this, bop. Look at that ability. That looks amazingly cool. Especially this one. Look at this one. Boom. I totally missed that, but still. Alright, so guys, right now I'm definitely gonna put this on great. And I think it's gonna go above Sharkman Karate this time. Superhuman this time. Yep. I feel like it's just slightly better. I don't know how, but it's just better. Alright guys, now it's time to go to the third sea. And now it's time for Electric Claw, which is an upgraded version of the electric fighting style. And straight off the bat, if you just look up here, we have like little claws over here, just like Wolverine. We literally Wolverine right now. And if you do a normal M1 damage with this, it has 2.1k damage. It's pretty alright, you know, it's alright. And the first ability on this is called Electric Rampage, or Electric Rampage. Ooh, 3.2k damage. And it made me get flinged, but that was cool. Actually, really cool. Anyways, let's check out the second ability on this, which is called Lightning Thrust, or Lightning Thrust. That's cool, and 3k damage. That's cool damage right there. The ability is really cool, and the damage is pretty insane. But anyways, the last ability on this is called Thunderclap and Flash. Alright, Thunderclap and Flash. Yo, what the hell was that? That was just an insane ability. Like, what was that ability? That was insane. And the damage on this is 3.6k. Dang, that's a lot of damage. And this is definitely good for grinding, because if you click, it has like a fast click over here. It kicks like really fast. Yeah. So this is definitely going on great on first place. That's really good. Like, it's just great. Alright, so now it's time for Dragon Talon over here. Also, straight off the bat, if I just look at the Dragon Talon on my hands, it looks so cool. Look at the flames on this bow. Looks so cool. And if I just quickly hit him with my M1 once, it does 2.3k damage. Dang, that's good. That's actually really good. And the first ability on this is called Talon Lighter. Also, Talon Lighter. And oh my god, that looks so cool. And it does 3k damage. Like, oh my god, that is cool. And the second ability is called Ember Annihilation, or Ember Annihilation. 4k damage. I don't know what the ability did, but that was cool. But 4k damage is crazy. And this ability has two varieties too. So it can go like this. You can fly if you hold it like that, and then you just let it go and it damages them, which is cool too. But anyways, the third ability on this is called Infernal Vortex, which does this. Oh my god. And almost 5k damage. Damn. Yep, this is definitely good for grinding. Like, look at this. You can just hit that like that. Boom, boom, boom. Like, this is just cool. This is going on godly. That's just amazingly cool. Like, godly. Now it's time for Godhuman over here. And with Godhuman, with the normal M1, if I punch it once, 2.2k damage. All goods. That's all goods damage. And the first ability on this is called Soaring Beast. Soaring Beast. 4k damage. And that looks so cool too. And the second ability on this is called Heaven and Earth. Or Heaven and Earth. 3.4k damage. That's pretty cool. And this ability has two varieties too. There's the one where you tap it, and there's the one where you hold it. Just like this. 5k damage. Dang. Anyways, the third ability is called Sixth Realm Gun. Sixth Realm Gun. Ooh, that looks so cool. And 5.4k damage. Like, god damn. That is crazy damage right there. But if it's for grinding, I don't think it's pretty good for grinding. I mean, it might be good for PvP and stuff, but probably not grinding. Yeah. But still, because of the abilities, was so cool. And the damage on this is definitely going on godly. But in my opinion, I'm gonna put it under Dragon Talon, okay? Just under it. I just like Dragon Talon more. So now it's time for the Sanguina fighting style, which is the hardest fighting style to obtain. But we have God over here, which, if you just quickly look at the M1, look at this M1, looks so cool. The M1. But if you just hit this guy with the M1 just once, Just like that. 2.3k damage. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Not a lot, but that's pretty cool damage. But anyways, for the first ability, it's called Bloodbane Drain. But let me just quickly get myself a little bit low for that. Oh, yep, that should be good enough. Now, if I use it, Bloodbane Drain. Yep, I literally suck his blood inside of me. And that gives me health, which is actually pretty cool. And the damage on that is 4k. Dang, that is a lot of damage. Like, if you ask me, that is a lot of damage. But anyways, the second ability on this is called Scarlet Tear. Or Scarlet Tear. 3k damage. That's all good. All good damage. And the third ability on this is called Devourer of Worlds. Devourer of Worlds. 3.8k damage. That's alright. On an after attack, 1.4k damage. So 4.2k damage. That's pretty good damage. I like that damage. And it's pretty good for grinding too. You know, you can just hit them from like a bit far away, so they can't hit you just like that. Bop, bop. And if you're low, just get the health. Literally, just get the health. With this gonna go on the top of the list. Yup. And yes, guys, this is my tier list for every single fighting style in the game. But guys, I think that's it for today's video. And if you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe. And peace out.